What's going on, everybody? Sorry about that. Kind of got lackluster. Again, it's 6:30 Saturday night, so we got a lot to talk about with that fantasy show. It's Thanksgiving weekend, so we're going to get a lot of football going on. The trade deadlines have ended, so kind of curious how many of y'all got the trades y'all wanted, what trades was y'all looking for, and who's going to be available for the actual playoffs for you. Um, Again, we got a lot to talk about. Hopefully, the loudmouth and OG will join us soon. Other than that, stay tuned for that fantasy show. Here we go. What's going on, y'all? So again, I am the actual host, the commish, the prime one, COZ. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Right now I don't have the loudmouth with me, so I guess he'll join us soon. And hopefully we have the OG on the line with us as well. So basically, let's kind of get into what we need to get into. First, we had news and notes. So if you're aware, the last game between the Steelers and the Bengals, Jamar Chase couldn't keep everything to himself. He ended up spitting at Jalen Ramsey, which we seen why he kind of kirked out. Um, he actually told people, hey, "Look, I went off because this dude spit on me," and then Chase went right back like, "No, I ain't spit on him. I ain't spit on him." But the video showed otherwise. So Chase, you are now sitting in timeout for this game, which kind of sucks because I'm sure that some of y'all need Chase for these actual playoff reasons. Um, Again, if you do have players like T. Higgins, I'm sure T. Higgins is probably going to take most of that actual jump. And I'm trying to think of dude's name. Let me see if I got his name real quick. Cincinnati ain't that far behind. I'm gonna say it's for Andre. I'm gonna say look. I'm sorry if I pronounce his name really ragged, so I apologize for that. But it is for Andre Inovis. He's kind of shown up in a lot of games. So he's not somebody. So if he's available, he probably won't get you like T. Higgins numbers, but he'll probably give you between 5 to 10 points. So if you're needing like a wide receiver off the wire due to Jamar being out, or if you needed a flex to cover that, I would definitely look at grabbing him. Also with this game, Mr. John Wick and Rodgers suffered a slight break in the wrist. And we know they did do the test, and basically what's going on is that he's still going to be he's going to be out. But they said it's not going to be as long lasting, which is going to be a good thing. So if you do have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, like I said, hopefully you got a backup, a dependable backup, maybe Kirk Cousins, who's available probably. I'm not going to say anything else like a Drake May or somebody, but kind of close to that position. Next we got. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so used to the loudmouth, putting his 2 cents in. So it's kind of weird, just going real fast with these things. So yeah, y'all got to work with me. So next we see that Michael Penix and Drake London both end up against knee injuries, and the Panthers lost that they placed last week. Penix unfortunately is out for the season. It's been one of those multiple kind of games to where Penix has been. I think this is the thing that everybody was kind of dreading or kind of assuming this was going to happen sometime soon, in which to where how long is he going to be healthy, and due to the multiple surgeries he's had on his body, is he actually going to be able to take the wear and tear? And right now, like he got his first reality check. So I'm not going to say he's done, but it's just one of those things to where will he even be considered a quarterback, or is Atlanta going to be looking at a new quarterback in this upcoming draft? So, but besides that, Drake London, they're saying he's going to be day to day. So I'm assuming that he's not probably going to be playing in this game coming up. So definitely look if you have somebody between either Darnell Mooney and I definitely feel as though I really feel as though Kyle Pitts. Atlanta, if y'all listening, throw Kyle Pitts the ball. Make plays for this dude. Because it's like, I don't know if it's either you go to Drake and Mooney, and it's like y'all not making plays for this dude, and this dude could be a key factor for y'all winning a lot of games. I understand y'all got Bijan Robinson. I understand that they got Drake London, and you got Darnell Mooney, but it's like, dude, he can be a key factor in the middle of this field. So it's just like, hopefully with Kirk Cousins being there, like I said, he might be that dude that will give Kyle Pitts that actual attention that he needs to actually help y'all win games or keep y'all going on later through the push if Atlanta is still considered part of the playoff race. Next we got the Jets benching Fields, and they're going to start Tyrod Taylor. Well, and I'll say this with Justin Fields, he's been fantasy-wise. I'm not gonna lie. Fantasy-wise, he's giving you numbers. Maybe not the numbers that we all are wanting or hoping or anything like that, but he's still giving decent numbers. The team itself is losing games, but he's still racking up the numbers. But I kind of see what everybody's going with because it's like they're pretty much cleaning shop. They're trying to start a whole new regime because they're getting rid of all their players. The only two people they haven't gotten rid of yet was Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. I'm surprised Breece Hall wasn't gone in that trade because you pretty much gave up all your defense. I'm surprised you didn't give out your offense. But with Garrett being out and with Tyrod Taylor being in, I would also look at if you have him, if you've seen him, grab Michi. Grab for the simple fact that he's probably going to be the only decent receiver that they have. And I think now he's going to be their go-to. If you watch the New England game last Thursday, which they played, he kind of made a little bit of contribution. He had a few catches, 45 yards, and a touchdown. I don't know if they're going to maintain a running game strictly with Breeze, but I would definitely look at grabbing him maybe as a flex or wide receiver 2. Especially this week because they need passing. And I think he's going to be somebody that's going to be overlooked. And with him being overlooked, I do think that he's going to get a lot of either deep plays or he's going to get plays to where you're going to get some points out of him. So if you're needing that flex running on that flex wide receiver or that wide receiver 2, definitely look into that. Now to the actual Browns fans. Shedeur Sanders finally got his start. He finally got some playing time with the loss to the Ravens. He is scheduled to start the next game. Now, if y'all watching this, to my Browns fans, how do y'all feel about Shedeur as quarterback? Do you think that y'all have a chance, or you just think as though it's just another quarterback in the actual lineup? They play Vegas. So if you do have the Browns defense, I'm definitely like getting the Browns. I'm definitely starting the Browns defense on this. Because the way that Myles Garrett has been playing, he's been playing like a man on fire. And defensively, I do feel as though he's going to be one of those cats that we might lose, but they're going to be losing because of no defense. So I would definitely look at pretty much if Cleveland's defense is available, definitely grab that defense. Now I am curious about the performance towards Shedeur Sanders. He has the weapons, so let's be real with it. Shador Sanders does have the weapons to actually have a good game. You have weapons in Jared Judy. You still have David Njoku. You still have Quinshon Jenkins. If I said his name wrong, I apologize. And like I said, you have that Browns defense. So if the way Vegas has been playing, he should be able to give Phil stuff. And look who now joins us.
Yeah, look who's on time.
Yeah. On, I don't know what time, maybe CP time or England time.
No, just late. My bad.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Bruce Wayne, aka the Stone Hamster Mind. So, I was just talking about news and notes, but I do want to get into before we finish off the news and notes. I gotta figure this out.
I got my ass whooped last week, real bad.
Yeah, I see the smile on your wife's face.
So bad.
So, did you try to do any trades this before the trade deadline?
No, I never try to do any trade. I find it to be a pointless thing because I don't think you can, with regular individuals playing fantasy football, like unless there's a monetary exchange between people, there's no way somebody's actually making a trade in fantasy football.
I'm not gonna lie, I did.
Straight up play. You can put in trades. It's not gonna mean they're gonna go through.
And like I said, yeah, I did put in the trade. I think the only trade that I probably did, I put in for. I offered Justin Jefferson for Breece Hall.
Yeah, but they saw the dumpster fire in Minnesota is and knew he wasn't going to be worth it. You didn't get it, did you?
Well, you still had because Carson Wentz is still there, right?
He can be there all he wants. They ain't gonna start his ass again.
They might. He might get hurt again.
Right.
He might have a sore foot or something. He might have a bunion, and who knows what happens.
Well, he got a sore rusty balloon. That is what he's got.
There you go.
Sucks.
Maybe his vision isn't because he can't read the new signs.
Oh, he can read them. They say it's not as easy.
What the hell? I don't know what you did, or I don't know what I did, but
I didn't know a damn thing. He went to the Bert Kreischer concert last night. I'm supposed to put this joke out there because he told everybody.
You went to where?
The Bert Kreischer comedy concert last night. Shot.
What was it? What's dude that's the
Machine.
Yeah, the Machine.
Right. He said he almost died in his hot tub thinking of this. So we had to all tell it. And it's
this scares me.
What does Mr. T say when he pushes 50 Cent into the pool?
I'm listening.
I pity the pool. That was it. All right.
And the bad thing, you want to know the bad thing is, I can relate to it. I can see myself cracking up laughing because I'm not gonna lie. While I was working and trying to get my stats together, I'm sitting here watching reruns of the A-Team.
See, you can hear it, can't you?
That's what makes it worse. That's what really made it like, dude. I'm for the simple fact that because I've been watching the A-Team today on the little A-Team marathon. Oh God. I'm done. I'm done. So I'm sure I'm gonna need your input on this, so we can go back to some actual notes that we actually started bringing up. First,
I call bullshit. How in the hell? I'm sorry, I wasn't here at the start. How in the hell? Like I lost last week. I could have. Dude could have just left in Josh Allen and the Steelers defense, benched everybody else, and I'd still lost by like 10-something fucking points because he killed me. How is that motherfucker going to get 64 points? And I think he barely got 5 this week.
See, the week ain't over yet. I guess that was just Monday night. I mean, Sunday, that was just Thursday night.
Right. No. I'm talking about last week. Last week he got 64 points in our league on ESPN. He got 64 points. He got 64 points. The Steelers defense got 23 out of his. Dude could have just had those two players on his team, everybody else bench, and still beat me.
And for the time he did.
It did. Oh no. It was ugly. It was like I think it was 76 to like $1.40 or something like that. I was bad last week.
Yeah, it sounded like. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still kind of caught this North Carolina Duke game. Carolina had took the lead. Duke now scored. 4th and 13. Hold up. Oh, they showing the other score. Let's see. So I gotta hold off on that watch. Hold on. I gotta discuss the show first. I ain't gonna lie, Belichick got them boys balling now, so I respect that. And congratulations to your Buckeyes for showing no mercy.
Doing what we do.
All right, so getting back to where we started. One of the news and notes was that Ja'Marr Chase, can't keep his body functions to himself. So because of that, he has a nice little suspension for one game. My thing is, why did you lie about it, knowing they're gonna go to the video?
Right, knowing you did it, you know it's on camera.
That's not understanding. Like, wait a minute, wait. Why are you gonna lie about it?
Like, I didn't do that. Yes, you did.
At him, and they pull the camera, and it's just like a full-fledged.
Yeah, we synced the guy in full 1080p. We synced the guy high definition, dude. Like, you can't hide that shit no more.
So that's what kills it. Like, why did you lie about it?
Right.
But they got him suspended for the game. The thing is, which kind of is weird, is that you do this now. Sorry, damn. Yeah, we lost to Duke.
Ugh. Yeah, that sounds normal.
Yeah, how we lose to a toilet bowl? But anyway, okay, so I'm gonna be kind of depressed for the rest of the show while I'm talking about this. But let me see. Let me get myself together. Okay.
Don't be all discombobulated. Y'all, those two teams suck at football anyway. It's like watching two junior high Down syndrome teams get after it.
Oh Lord! Look, we get it. You have you're Buckeyes fans. You have championships. We get it. We don't dog y'all when it comes to basketball. We let y'all. We give y'all the old college try.
Oh, the hell you don't.
Oh, we do. We
That's
get it.
Because we got banners for that hanging in the stadium too.
Yeah, a banner. I'll give you that. You have a championship banner from what? 1960? No. Yeah.
1960. 1960.
Y'all got a banner for something you wasn't even born. and you talk about it like y'all won it last year.
Hell no. I know it was a long time ago.
So the Bengals play the Patriots. So, yeah.
Is Burrow starting?
Huh?
Is Burrow coming back, or are they?
Cody Burrow is not been cleared.
They still got good old Shane Falco out there getting it.
Yeah, Shane Falco is going to keep his shot streak going, but it's going to be a test for the simple fact that one, you don't have Ja'Marr Chase run for you. Now, granted, you still have T. Higgins, and you still have I can't pronounce his last name because it's like Andretti Isilovis. I think that's what it's called. Number 89.
That sounds about right.
So we know that when he plays, I'm not going to lie, he's been one of those dependable wide receivers. Somebody worth putting into your fantasy league. If you need it, like I said, if you're in a valid need of a flex. I'm not putting him as a wide receiver one or anything, but I would probably say maybe a desperate flex.
Maybe wide receiver two with Chase not there. He is going to get a handful of chances.
He's going to get some touches. I'm not going to say he's not. He is going to get some touches, but I do feel as though will he be enough? Would he have enough points? Is he going to get enough points to actually to where he's going to be a factor? Yeah,
right.
Like I said, the first I'll probably say is maybe a flex if you're desperate. If you want in one of those deeper leagues to where everybody's taken.
I mean, like at this point in the season, like most rosters are like max units as it is, so he's probably not a bad pickup just to have just in case.
Yeah. The next thing I definitely put out, same game. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers basically he was messing up his wrist. It's a slight break in the wrist, so they're probably gonna have him out for a few games, maybe one or two before he actually is healthy. Duck Dynasty is back on there, so I think he'll be the one that's starting.
Okay.
Now, fantasy wise, how this pertains to, I'm not gonna lie. If you have Kenneth Gainwell, I think will actually be the hot hand to have. DK, I'm trying to think who they're playing. They're playing the Bears.
Yeah.
So DK is going to get some catches. I'll definitely say that. But if anything, I'm looking at Kenneth Gainwell getting a lot of the touches. They're gonna stay on that running game, especially since they're playing in Chicago.
Okay.
Yes. Duke wins 32-25. Kiss my raggedy. Sorry. Okay. Get out my feelings. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Just in my feelings right now. Just want to say this real quick. There goes all the Duke fans out there. All right, so like I said, we got Rodgers out for a few weeks. Like I said, the most player is going to be Mason Rudolph, aka Duck Dynasty. He'll probably be the quarterback. Do you think Will Howard will make an appearance?
Ooh, during this game?
Yeah.
It depends on how much of a dumpster fire Mason Rudolph is.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So do you think so is it going to be one of those halftime, look, we just going to give the kid a shot? Or is it going to be the fourth quarter? Like, look, ain't nothing else you can do, Rudolph. Just let's see what the kid can do.
It might actually be the whole half. Like I could definitely fucking see that shit. But I mean, yeah, he might get some time. He might get some time this week. I doubt it, but he might.
Now, the ATL is now considered the MASH because you got Penix and you got London, both with knee injuries. Penix done for the season. Dude, I didn't know this has been his fifth major injuries since he got drafted. He's had the left ACL, he's had the right shoulder, he's had the left ACL, knee, and I think another shoulder. So he's had like 5 injuries.
Jesus.
And that was before he got drafted. Like I said, this one right here was the 5th injury, but the last 4 were all in college.
Man.
So, do you feel Atlanta's going to be looking for a new quarterback in the draft, or is Captain Kirk? Or is Captain Kirk talking about time to renew that contract real quick?
Right. Y'all gonna hit me with the franchise tag? Go ahead. Yeah, Washington didn't learn.
Because right now, like I said, unless they, well, you know what? And this is just a big if. What if they made the trade to get Shedeur Sanders?
No, their deadlines. No, we have to that couple of weeks.
Why not? No, I'm not saying now. what if in the off season they make a trade to pick up Shedeur Sanders? Because Cleveland's not. What if Cleveland? Because if Cleveland's not wanting him, or if they're trying to keep that coach, because it's not like the coach don't want him.
The coach never didn't want him in the first place.
Right.
Didn't want him on draft night.
So if they keep the coach, if they will keep the coach, Shedor's going to have to go.
Probably.
So, like I said, I think here's the three places that might happen, and this is the off season. Vegas.
Gabriel will probably go to Vegas. Which is that it'll probably be Shedeur in Atlanta.
I think they'll keep Gabriel. I think they'll keep Gabriel.
I ain't gonna shake hand both of them.
No, I think they'll keep Gabriel because remember he got to start a spot over Shedeur.
That's fine. They're gonna shake hand him. They're gonna draft 3 more next year.
I guarantee they'll keep Shedeur. I'm not Shedeur. They'll keep and then they'll try to get Shedeur probably for either a first or second round pick or second or third.
They might get a fucking 7th round pick or fucking a conditional pick.
Well, that's what they got him for. That's what they drafted him in the 7th round.
5th round.
I thought it was 7th.
For Shedeur, 5th round.
Is it?
Yep. But I gave him the 3rd.
Let me check. Let me make sure.
Go ahead. Dollar.
Let's see. Shedeur. Injury report. Well, he ain't on the injury report, but they full player stats. Let me see what I got there. I'll take your word for it because I'm feeling lazy. Hold on. You know what? It's right here in front of me. Damn. Yep, 5th round. 144th pick. Yep, you're right.
I know.
Give it up for JT. Y'all get something right. That's for you.
Oh, I know. I always feel like that.
But anyway, we didn't got it. We did get all touch. We got to jump ahead. So, with Penix out being for the season, do you think Kirk Cousins is somebody you should be able to pick up?
It's one of those. If need be, yes. He's not a bad quarterback, but he's not the razzle dazzle quarterback. So I mean, he's not going to go out there and set the world on fire. Kirk's going to go out and go do his job and try to not be the reason that y'all lose the game.
Well, I mean, you got to give him credit because I think he threw for almost 500 yards in one game.
Yes, like I said, Kirk takes what he can get. If a team is willing to give him that, that's what he's going to do. But he's not going to do things to jeopardize the team. He's not going to be the reason that the team loses the game.
Now they are playing New Orleans.
Ugh, there's another dumpster fire.
Well, we already know that they're doing a red flags clearance on players,
right?
And they just wait until the end of the season to actually get some more clearance, move some more clearance items. But like I said, with that game, like I said, with Kirk Cousins, I would say he's startable. I'm not going to say he's not. I'll say he's startable. He will give you, especially since you do have weapons out there such as Darnell Mooney. Still got Bijan Robinson out there, and you still got Kyle Pitts. And like I was saying before you showed up, look, y'all need to make Kyle Pitts and some type of weapon. I don't know what they got. I don't know what they got him doing or what routes they got him running to where it's like he's only getting 2 or 3 catches for something like I said, y'all need to treat this fool like Kelsey. Give him 3 to 5 yards, throw it to him, then let him earn the rest of the yards. He's got the speed. He might not be as big as Kelsey, but he does have the speed.
Right.
So hopefully Kirk Cousins, Kurt, if you're listening, Look, throw it to Kyle Pitts. Make your life easy. I'm just saying, if you do it that way, I guarantee you will not be on your butt so much. But that's a public endorsement for COC Powell. So next one we got is the Jets. The Jets and Justin Fields. Again, is this one of these teams? Like, he's been benched. You're starting Tyrod Taylor. Is this one of those? We just again, are we just doing dumpster fires for the rest of the season? To where we just gonna get rid of some of these players and we're starting from square one? Because you already got Garrett Wilson out for this on IR. Now I did say behind him being in IR, that does give John Mechie a chance to actually really step up. Him being the number one receiver. We see what he did last with Kansas with New England. He got you 3 catches, 45 yards, and a touchdown. And then you still have Breece Hall out there still playing. I'm not going to say that's enough, but again, like I said, fantasy-wise, if you're looking for it, I'll probably say right now I'm bringing this information up because, again, one, the trade deadline is ended, so you can't really put any trades out there. So if you're trying to make those playoff pushes, like I said, these are the players I will look towards on the waiver wire, for the simple fact that nobody's picked them up. Either everybody's got their team complete. And if you're needing somebody, like I said, if you're in a deep league to where, you're barely going to find anybody else. These are players that are going to be available and people aren't really paying attention to because either one, their teams are pretty much locked and ready to go for the playoffs. And so, that's like I said. So with that information, hopefully, that explains what's everything else that's going on.
I feel like Justin Fields, like the Bears screwed him up, and then he went to just another. Well, he didn't play bad for the Steelers, and then he just got benched for Mr. Unlimited when he got fucking healthy, and got shipped out as soon as the season ended. But I think at this point, like, Justin Fields is going to be a career backup quarterback. Like, his starting days are over. Like, if he gets traded from or released from the Jets, he is going to end up being like, he's not going to be a starter anywhere. He's going to come in as somebody's fucking backup.
If he does get released from the Jets, which I doubt, because they just gave him that nice little contract, so he's going to be there for a while. But let's just say it does happen. I'm hoping he goes back to Pittsburgh, because that was perfect for him. The only reason he left Pittsburgh is because the Jets offered that money.
Right.
And then on top of that, he knew he's going to be a guaranteed starter.
Right. Well, Pittsburgh was already moving on from him anyway. They were bringing in Pittsburgh knew they were bringing in Rodgers. They had their hearts on bringing in Rodgers, and then they drafted Will Howard. So they are set up.
I think they drafted Will Howard only because Cleveland drafted Sanders. Because I have a feeling that they was going to grab him, and then they snatched him.
God, I don't care where Sanders goes. Like, he would have sucked regardless.
But he would have been starting. I mean, he would have started probably later in the season and said, okay, let's see what he got. But I don't think it wouldn't have been like, okay, we need to start him.
Right. The only reason he's starting now is legitimate circumstance. That's it. Everybody else is hurt.
Now, we'll say this. Even though he is playing the Raiders tomorrow.
Right.
Now, you got Myles Garrett, who just went on a rampage against Baltimore. Sack after sack after sack after sack. and I think he still got some more coming, especially with the Raiders.
Yeah, but the Raiders defense is not bad.
Max Crosby, Max Crosby at that front end, he's going to get a run for his money. I do believe that, but I do believe to where with the defense that Cleveland has, if they're smart, it's going to be a short field. So he's not going to have to actually work his way all the way up to the field. I guarantee his average start should be around if that's the way it's being played, he's going to be starting around the 40-yard line. And even with the weapons he has, you still have Quinshon Junkins, you still have Jared Judy, you still have David Njoku, you still have weapons to throw to. Hopefully they have him with the first string this week, so he's actually getting rhythm with the team.
Right, the moment starting, they still got him out there with the second string.
As everybody keeps wanting to point out, he wasn't playing with the first string. Of course, he wasn't playing with the first string. They didn't expect Gabriel to get hurt.
Right.
So no offense, I'm not saying I can't believe they're going to do that. Well, yeah, if I got the healthy quarterback, why am I going to have somebody else splitting plays if I have to show confidence in this one? So
right,
that one. Another news and notes: the Chiefs lost to the Broncos. So right now, I think that puts them at 5-4, 5-5. Was it 4-5 or 5-5? Let me see. Oh yeah, shit. Let me see. Because right now, Kansas, and this is a good game. They're playing Indianapolis. So right now, the Broncos, Chiefs lost to the Broncos, which kind of is pushing their chances away from the playoffs. With them losing to the Broncos, it kind of extends to where they've lost 2 games in their conference, to the Chargers, and they lost to the Broncos. They still got to play them twice. Oh, am I adding you back on the stage again? What did you do? Oh. All right, there. We switched over. But with the Chiefs, let's be real. Do they have a chance of making the playoffs?
Who?
The Chiefs.
They got a chance, but they need to stop bitching, because the Chiefs they beg for calls the way NBA players start flopping for shit. So the Chiefs just need to calm their ass down and just play ball, rather than sitting there just expecting everything to go their way, and just play ball.
They're the Chiefs. They're supposed to be, New England. They're supposed to be the new Patriots.
They're supposed to be, but they're not. They bitch too damn much. Even the Patriots, they beg for rules were made because Brady got fucking hurt, and you're not allowed to touch the quarterback anymore because of that. Because Rodgers and Brady both got hurt. You're not allowed to touch the quarterback anymore. They were at a certain status, but even when the Patriots were deflategating and cheating their asses off, they still didn't bitch and won games, right? The Chiefs are just letting shit go to the fourth quarter, going, "Oh, we're the Chiefs, we'll win anyway," and then they bitch and moan the entire time because they're playing like shit.
Well, like I said, right now, I do feel as though they're playing Indianapolis this week. If they don't win this one, I'm canceling Christmas. I'm gonna call it like Tommy, cancel Christmas on the Chiefs.
They will be mathematically eliminated, but they will be real damn close.
I want to say mathematically eliminated. It's just for the simple fact that it doesn't get hard. I mean, think about it. They play.
It doesn't get easier for him after that.
Well, no, say what?
It doesn't get easier for him after that.
Right after the Colts, you play the Cowboys.
Right.
The Cowboys, you play my 2 cents to the Cowboys. That might be an easy win, depending on how the defense feels that day.
Right.
Because we definitely need to talk about Dallas defense. But yeah, it's like I said, I think they still play the Eagles too.
Right.
So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And if they don't make the playoffs, I wouldn't call this a loss because right now you need help. You need to get younger. And because the weapons you have, Father Time is knocking on their door. You're looking at Travis Kelce. The only person I would probably say is Xavier Worthy, but you're not really putting Xavier Worthy out there like you need to. And your running game, like I said, thanks to Kareem Hunt, I ain't taking nothing away from Kareem Hunt, but besides him, who else is out there you can really put as a threat?
Well, Pacheco's been hurt all season, so
yeah. But even with Pacheco there, Pacheco really isn't that. He's a threat, but he's not a threat to where I'm gonna stack the line.
Right, Pacheco's more of a catching the ball out of the backfield back than he is running the ball, but he's been hurt all damn season, so they haven't had that consistent running game.
Well, tell him eat his Wheaties and toughen up.
Right.
Now, the next one I got to talk about, I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot about this game. I thought this is like last weeks ago. My Commanders.
There's another mass unit.
Oh, that ain't the mass unit. That's the Walking Dead.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. But you know what? I'll put it this way. I would say the good part in that game, I actually thought this is going to be a blowout. Not a blowout, but yeah, I'm not going to lie. I thought it was going to be a blowout for the simple fact that with Miami, I thought it's going to be throwing the ball all over the field with David Etienne. You got Waddle. And it's like, dude, they're pretty much going to treat you like Detroit treated you. I literally thought it was going to be a Detroit game. But I do like to where Dan Quinn does call the defensive plays because it seemed like the defense stepped up. We lost that game, and I'll speak on behalf of the man. We lost that game off BS turnovers. And I'm not saying BS turnovers to where that shouldn't have happened. I mean BS to where we did it. Because think about it. If you would have caught the punt, if he would have caught that punt and not and muffed it,
right,
Detroit wouldn't have tied the game. If we didn't throw the interception, they wouldn't have won in overtime.
Right, you take away those 3 or 4 plays, we were right there. Calm down there, Dave Lundstedt.
I'm going to be honest with you, those are the 2 key plays. The same thing that happened with Chicago. We played Chicago. All we had to do was give the ball to Bill. We gave the ball to Bill. We fumbled the ball because if he would have kept hold of the ball, that'd have been the first down. We would have ran the clock out. We'd have won that game. So yeah, it's just like key plays that just kind of just screwed us over. But I am glad it's a bye week. McLaurin gets healthy. Debo gets healthy.
Been trying to get healthy all year.
You know what? I'm not saying anything about that. I respect McLaurin. He's been a hell of a player. He deserved his money. I understand he did what he had to do. Respect. Right now, like I said, throughout this season, it has been I just call it the Walking Dead. That's all I can say on that. Now, with the Commanders, I'm glad we got a bye week because we need to get everything together. Whoever's on that team, whoever's captains and stuff like that, they need to start slapping people. And I mean, just walking through like Bernie Mac. Just, wow, get it together. Just walk through the whole thing slapping everybody.
Oh.
Now, Sunday. Now let's talk about Sunday night's game because next game we had was the Eagles and Lions. Now here's the funny thing with this game. Everybody gave props for Dan Campbell for calling the plays, controlling the offense, and stuff like that against the Commanders. Against them Eagles, he looked like he was playing Madden on hard. Like he didn't know what to do. Now I understand being aggressive, but dude, you can't go for it every time.
You can.
I mean, you can if you're playing Madden, but
they dumb down them steps.
If you're playing Madden, maybe Tecmo Bowl, yeah, you can do that. But you got to understand that it's like, okay, I need to still put points on the board. And you've done plays. It's like, okay, these are plenty of plays to where you have the chance to at least kick the field goal to stay in it.
Right.
Instead of walking away with 7, you at least coming in with 3. How do you say it? How do you say it in both? We're gonna put it in bowling terms for you. Strikes might win it, but spares keep you in it, right?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And that's what field goals are. Touchdowns got you win the games. Field goals keep you in the game.
Right.
Depending on how bad the ass whooping is. So that's just on my thing. And last Sunday, then we also got Monday night's game. Cowboys cashed out in Vegas. Again, we see the Cowboys defense, take control. They show this promise. They show that, they look like they're just unstoppable defensive teams. You got people talking about, it's Dallas for real. Now, granted, that was a memory game because of the actual the guy the player that died. So
right.
I do, yeah. So I understand that they played in memory of them. Now I am going to say I might sound real selfish, but I wonder why the hell they ain't let Javonte Williams run that damn ball in the fourth quarter when y'all did the 20-yard line, but y'all want to sit there and let Dak do these little QB sneaks all the way down the line. Talk about, here we go, hurry it up, whatever the hell he's we calling. I needed my feeling. I'm told as a fantasy football owner, I needed 3 yards to win the game. 3 yards. He had 95. 5 yards would have sealed the deal. Touchdown, and a touchdown. That would have really sealed the deal. Now, y'all had to let him walk. Y'all had to let him sit on the side because it was a blowout. Man, get that man his 100 yards and let him walk in. That's my interruption. So sorry about that.
Hell no, because he probably got some contract numbers, dude. They're like, no, he's close. He's gonna get there. We don't want to give him that extra money. Keep his ass on the sideline.
Jerry was like, that check ain't clear yet. That check ain't clear yet.
Right, keep him back here.
Keep him back there. That check didn't clear yet. I need just give me a few more shows. Now, the end of news and notes on this week. The Bears, one of the Bears cornerback actually paid homage to his coach. I don't know if you ever followed Last Chance U, the football version of it.
Okay.
They had three different versions of it. You had the original was the Mississippi State one with his coach. I think this one was the one that with this guy. He was, I want to say like Arizona, Nevada, between that a community college. He was a former football player. He, took in kids. I watched the show. He did. He was a really low key, cool guy. So I do feel bad to where, I didn't know he died to where he got shot. Somebody shot him on campus. And one of his actual players actually made it to the pros. So it was like so he actually paid homage. So he got his first interception, and he paid homage to him. So most respect for that dude. So that's all we got for news and notes for the day. So, how can I put this? No, I'm just going to say how it is. It's Thanksgiving week.
It is.
Yeah, so we got football for days: Thursday, Friday, Thursday and Friday.
3-day work week. I don't care. Like bring that holiday on quick.
So I still about y'all bowling Wednesday.
No, they're actually taking Wednesday off.
They did us too.
Hey, it's not even us. It's the actual like company. Like they're closed the day before Thanksgiving for some reason.
The Palace did the same thing.
Huh.
They told it, well, no, for us it's Friday. So Friday they told us, no, we can't, we're going skipping that week.
Yeah, Sawmill closed the day before Thanksgiving.
What? Guess them wives was mad that their husbands couldn't help cook because they were still in the bowling alley getting drunk.
Boo that noise. Fucking no. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Sawmill would be a great place to open a bowling alley.
So let's talk about Sunday night's game. You got San Francisco versus the 49ers versus the Carolina Panthers. San Francisco 7-4, Carolina 6-5. Carolina's basically on the cusp of actually having that division title and actually being in the playoffs back again. Like I said, here's the key players that I think that if you're fantasy wise, these are the key players to look at. We all know you got Bryce Young. He's been having a nice little. He's kind of had a comeback season from the first two rookie seasons, his first two seasons. We already know McCaffrey's going to be a factor, and Brock Purdy. Now, the one that I look at the most, who's going to get the most action out of this, look for George Kittle to get a lot of touches.
That man was on Golic and Golic. This past Wednesday. Why do that man got Dave Staley eyes? Like he was looking dead at the camera and he was looking over there and up there at the same time. And it was throwing me the hell off. No wonder he's a good fucking good tight end, man. He just sees that shit. He's like, "Ooh, I got it."
I'm mad you said that. All I can think now is handicap pot. I'm mad you said that. He said he wasn't your damn silly. Well, he has a reason to. The way he keep getting cracked.
Right? You're not wrong. He started to get that Troy Aikman odd where one of them just leaving his face.
Now, the other person I'll probably say between Carolina, I'll probably say Tator McMillan. He's been on a rampage. Right now, 54 right now for his rookie year, 54 receptions, 748 yards, and 4 TDs. I think playing in Carolina does give them an advantage. I've really never seen San Francisco's DBs a threat this year. It's been mostly their front line. So their DBs I've never really seen to be a threat. So I see Tator actually making a few catches. Maybe Xavier Leggett. I think Xavier Leggett actually getting a few catches. But I would definitely say look at Tator as being the main person to grab making plays for the Carolina Panthers. Next we got Monday night's game. Let me get that up. No, not Cleveland. No, I don't care about who else is playing. My Tar Heels lost. Boo that.
Yeah.
So Monday night's game is hold on. Oh, my bad. That was Monday night's game. Who's Sunday night's game? Oh, Sunday night's game is the Rams and Bucks. My bad. That was the Sunday night game is the Bucks and Rams.
Right.
Now your boy, um, hold my beer. It's been on. I ain't gonna lie. It's been pretty much on a rampage. Uh, but this Rams defense is something different. I'm not saying Aaron Donald defense different, but they've been kind of they've been kind of putting a hold on the defense. Do you think this is going to be a kind of a shootout game, or is this something to where the Rams are pretty much going to put a clamp on Baker hold my beer Mayfield?
Oh, they're going. I think that Baker's playing with doesn't have all his complement of weapons out there either, but he's been just slowly matriculating the ball down the field. It's not gonna be an easy day for Baker to get the ball down the field, but he has not exactly resurrected, but he has kept his team in position to win games. Like the Buccaneers have been real good. Like they haven't been like top notch football team all season, but they have kept themselves right in that position where they don't lose games. Like they're not getting blown out when they're losing games. Like it is within probably 1 to 2 scores per game. So
now let's also talk about your boy Emeka Ibuka. He started off hot.
Yes.
Maybe he's been kind of having those stone hands. It's one of those things that's where like, okay, look, right now, especially with him going against the actual defense of the Rams, do you feel as though he's somebody you need to start, or you're saying the most you can probably do is flex him?
Oh, I definitely have him at least wide receiver too. But Mbuka has probably been more along the lines of like getting his eyes forward before he's looking at the end zone before he's catching the ball. Like he's looking up to see where he's going before the ball is actually in his hands. Gotcha. It's probably why he's been getting them stone hands the last few weeks. But I mean, it's no different than when we're fucking bowling. Just slow his feet down, like he know what he's doing. He'd be all right.
Now, like I said, he's one of those. He's so far this season, he's had 45 receptions for 717 yards and 6 TDs. Now, the running game is what I kind of is one of those that I'm looking at, because the guy they have replacing him, I forgot his name. Let me see if I can find him. If he's still on, let's see if he made the actual original roster. Sean Tucker. So Sean Tucker, the past few games, he's kind of I want to say the past few games. Last game, he actually he made himself known. Now again, they're going against the defense with Tampa Bay. I mean, not with the Rams, to where Verde is kind of like been that ultimate threat, that defensive threat. Do you look to see is that somebody you would start defensively as an RB1-2 again flex, or like I said, or as a flex?
I think you would keep him more in a flex territory, because the Bucks are probably going to be trying to air the ball. They're probably going to have to air the ball out more than anything, because it's probably going to be a come from behind situation for the Bucks this week. They're going against the Rams. It's probably going to be more of a right. Yeah, it's going to become more of a come from behind game for the Bucks, and they just need to keep their head down and stay with it. Like they're going to need their running game, but they're going to probably be airing the ball out more than anything. But it could be one of those things where they use the pass to set up the run. Right by the fourth quarter, like he could be getting Like it might be garbage time stuff, but he'll just be getting them down the field. So probably I would go flex with him. I wouldn't really get him into the RB1 and 2 range yet, but he doesn't. He would probably help you out as a flex if you need those extra couple of points there at the end.
Yep. Another person looking into also would be Kate Ogden. He's been kind of stepping up recently with some of his receptions. He's kind of been that person to look at. Like I said, midfield. Like I said, to me, it's basically it's going to be based off Baker, because we know when Baker gets in that competition, it's more hold my beer. I got this.
Right, I got this. We're going to move it down the field.
Now, besides Turkey Day, I know I'm probably gonna be halfway passed out. What games? Let me see the games that they got going, because I think they got a lot of good games going, especially since they also got the Black Friday games.
Honestly, the Chiefs-Colts game is the one I want to see more than anything. Just see if the Colts or the Chiefs actually pull their head out of their ass, or see if the Colts are putting their foot down and trying to get there.
Well, here's
the Colts got a really good chance.
Here's the Thanksgiving games. We got Lions. Well, we got the Packers and Lions. That's the first game.
Right.
Chiefs and Cowboys.
Okay.
And we ended with the Bengals and Ravens. Can we switch? Can
look?
I mean, I don't want to fall asleep. It's like that's the game we want to stay up for.
Well,
because if you do the Bengals and Ravens, you know, can't they switch the Chiefs and Cowboys to the Sunday night game so we can sleep on the Bengals? So we can sleep on the Bengals and Ravens game.
Nope. No, that's why they got it as the last one.
So for punishment?
Pretty much. Because they know you, because it's the NFL, because they know you'll watch.
Oh. All right, so let's talk about these 3 games. So Lions and Packers. Lions just came off that humble tail whooping they got from the Eagles with Dan Campbell trying to play Madden on his play calling, risking it all on every play. Packers have actually been stepping up. Who you got?
Give me the Lions. I'll take the Lions. Well, the fact that they did get whooped up on, like Campbell's going to want to get his boys right and get it back coming together again. But again, it's Thanksgiving. You want to get one of them damn turkey legs. So I see Campbell wanting to go over there and bite the kneecaps off the turkey to get the drummies for his dudes.
I'm glad you actually use one of his own quotes. Give me the Packers on this. As much as Detroit has their weapons, especially because you're now letting Williams be the primary guy, it's no longer, to be honest, it's no longer Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's Williams. Williams is the cat that's been pretty much making the plays. Now, Amon-Ra still is that person that is going to give you those catches and stuff like that, first downs and stuff, first down short yard plays. But it looks like Williams has been the one that's been kind of making the home run hitters. And I think the Packers are going to stop that the same way Philly did. Again, it's a copycat league. Once you show the blueprint, everybody want to copy, and they just seen how to handle. They just seen how to handle that. Fantasy wise, I do think Gibbs is still going to get Sonic and Knuckles. I'll give it to both Gibbs and Montgomery. I think they still going to get their points. I think Amon-Ra is going to struggle, but I think Williams is going to be the actual difference maker if they actually win. On the Packers, I think there's going to be more defense. I see Michael Parsons basically going at Goff. Emmanuel Williams, he's not going to be a difference maker, but he's going to be a I guess you could call it a running back general, to where he's going to give you decent yards, not yards that you can scream about, but maybe 3 to 4 yards at an attempt. He's not going to be somebody that's going to move the crowd. And with
That's
the
fine.
Packers,
Honestly, with the running game, 3 and 4 yards is like to just move the chains 3 and 4 yards out of your running game. Getting to 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1 is a lot better than being at 3rd and 10.
true. But like I said, the only thing I have with the Packers is that with Jordan Love, it's the Manning effect. And what I mean by the Manning effect is to where you don't know who the main person that he gonna throw to.
Right.
Every week somebody's different.
You just find that spot he like, you keep touching it.
Yeah. Oh, whoever can catch the ball most. Hey, whoever catches the most gonna get the ball more.
Right. Yeah, you keep catching. I'm gonna keep throwing it to you.
So it's kind of So it's like I really can't tell you. That's the only curse that you have. Is like if you got Jordan Love, don't get any of the receivers because you don't know who's going to be the hot hand that next week, that next game, or that game. So yeah, give me the Packers on that. Next game, like I said, is the Chiefs and Cowboys. Again, this is like I said, the Chiefs is kind of in. It's on wake up mode because you're playing a good team this week against Indianapolis with Sauce Gardner. Indiana Jones has been, this could be a shootout between Indiana Jones and Kermit the Frog. Or I like to call him Dale Earnhardt Mahomes because he sounds more like Dale Earnhardt than Kermit the Frog. I don't know where they got Kermit the Frog from. He sounds more like Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Not easy being green.
Stupid. Yeah, and right now with Dallas, they had, and we just talked about this with the Raiders. They had a great defensive game against the Raiders. They shut the Raiders down. Dallas looked like a playoff team.
They did.
Now, they looked like that before when they played the Commanders, and then the next week they played Arizona, and Arizona basically called them out. Are you going to see this again with Kansas City?
I mean, Kansas City needed to happen.
It depends on. I say this. It depends on the Indianapolis game. Because right now, with the Indianapolis game, I think if they lose Indianapolis and Dallas, you can cancel. But you basically, you're done with the playoffs.
Yes.
There's no chance. I don't want to say there's no chance, but I'm not. I'm resting Mahomes. I'm resting Kelsey. Go ahead and let me get his wedding plans out the way.
Right. Let's help him get
spend more time with Taylor. Get the wedding plans out the way, and
they're using Chiefs Stadium. You know they are using the Chiefs Stadium for their wedding.
So again, go ahead and get the wedding plans started. And I'm not gonna lie, the Cowboys, I'm not gonna lie, say they don't have weapons because Lord knows, I hate to say it, they got a plethora of weapons. I mean, Dak can still sling it. You got a nice 1,000-yard runner in Javonte Williams. You got George Pickens on one end. You got CeeDee Lamb on another end. And then you still got Ferguson as your tight end in the middle. It kind of reminds you of the old Dallas Cowboys when they had Michael Irvin, Alvin Harper, Moose Johnson, and Emmitt Smith. That's what I hate to say. That's what it kind of reminds you of a little bit because you have weapons on pretty much every end of the actual thing. Now, can they actually put that together?
No.
Who knows?
They've been like Dallas Dallas has been chasing the fucking Super Bowl since. But they could put a whooping on them. Dallas can just put their things together and get their ducks in order. Dallas has got a real good chance. And you're not wrong. If the Chiefs lose to the Colts and Dallas, yeah, just biscuit and hole the rest of the season because it's not worth putting yourself out there for somebody to get hurt.
So yeah, so in that one, I would say this. I do feel as though this might be a shootout because both teams defenses is suspect. Because with Dallas, I'll put it this way: if you have if your team is vulnerable in offense, you make their defense look spectacular.
Right.
But if you actually have offense to where you can, did you see the way Marvin Harrison made David Blaine sit down? Literally, he literally had to. Oh shit! You like you didn't even have to look. You could have watched it and you can carry it. Yep, he said it.
Shit.
No, I do feel as though this can actually be a shootout game. If it does come to a shootout, I will give it to Kansas City because I think at that time Jones will come through. That defensive end Jones, he actually come through and he seems to make the key plays when he needs to. But I probably say I just don't see nobody in Dallas that's to where Kansas City might be. They look at him as a defensive threat. I think they're just going to throw him like, hey, if you can catch Mahomes, catch him. But other than that, you still got Travis Kelce to deal with. Hopefully, you have they're using They decided to use Hollywood Brown and Xavier Worthy because it's like you got two of the fastest wide receivers out there, and just let Kareem. You still have Kareem Hunt, and then you re-picked up Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So it's not like Clyde Edwards-Helaire is back with the Chiefs. He's been back with the Chiefs for the past I'm about to say 4 weeks.
All right,
so
then.
It's not like you don't have a committee of running backs that can actually do something.
Right.
So, we'll see what. Last game, again, should have been the first game, but we got the Bengals and the Ravens. How does Joe Flacco keep doing this to us? You know what? No. I'm assuming because when they did this was done long ago. So, yeah, on paper, you got Cody Burrow versus Action Jackson. I feel that. That'd have been great for the Thanksgiving finale. You got Action Jackson versus Cody Burrow, the Cincinnati Nightmare. It'd have been great. It'd have probably been a good matchup. You should have had Derrick Henry.
How many times this season has Joe Flacco played against Baltimore, right? As his former team, I think he played against. I think this is going to be the third time this season playing Baltimore. They played him once with the Browns, and then
he played in Cleveland,
right?
And then he played him against Cincinnati. So he's in Cincinnati, and I think the time that he played him, that was like his first game back or something out there, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's third time. So hey, third time's a charm.
You think he would have figured it out by now?
Have they lost? Well,
I don't think
Browns, I'm sure he lost against the Browns, but as the
they did he did lose to him when he was with the Browns. I mean, he had the win last year, but no, this year I think he lost to the Browns first. I think he beat them the first time this year with the Bengals.
Yeah.
So he won. He got the rubber man.
So this might be another revenge game.
How can one dude play for like every team in one division?
When they trade him within the division.
Within the division.
When they trade him within the division, that's probably why. Now, again, I think this is the game that because at this time I do believe that Jamar Chase will be released from his suspension for spitting, keeping his keeping his whatever you want to call it organs to himself, his fluid organs to himself. So,
well, no, they're gonna be playing in Baltimore. It's gonna be cold. You don't have one of them little fucking mask things on. He'll do it. He'll just block it anyway.
yeah. You got to take it off before you do that. So, okay. So, right. Hopefully he'll behave. As if it's that cold. If it's not that cold, I highly doubt it. So, fantasy-wise with the Bengals, again, like I said, I don't know. Like I said, pending on if Jamar Chase is eligible to play, you're definitely starting Jamar Chase. I think this is going. I don't think it's going to be Flacco. Well, they might go and just do it for Flacco since it's a short season. It's a short game because they're already playing Sunday, and then you got to run around and play Thursday. So you already know they're going to let Joe Burrow start at that time. So he probably will start till like later on after the season. With the Ravens, they have a chance to get back into the hunt because right now they're 5-5. Pittsburgh is 7-4. Depending on how they do this week, this could actually this could be a chance to where the Ravens could actually make a chance to come back and take the division. The thing is that they still got to play Pittsburgh twice.
Oh,
yeah, they haven't played each other. They haven't played each other yet. So yeah, they're playing each other twice.
Oh, that sounds awful.
I got the Ravens. You know what? I got the Ravens winning it, but I think it's going to be based off Derrick Henry.
Yes. But again, the Bengals defense is beaten up too. Hendrickson's on the IR again. Their entire defense is beat the hell up. So, like, he might have him a chance.
Yeah, like I said, I'll probably.
Henry's been so inconsistent, though. Right, Derrick Henry's been inconsistent as hell all season long.
He hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same King Henry. No, he hasn't. Especially with the fumbles, it's like, dude. Maybe this is Father Time telling you, dude, you're getting old.
Right, you just don't got that grip strength anymore.
Yeah, you just don't got that kung fu grip no more. Right now, you got the Barbie doll grip. I can't say it. He went from kung fu grip to Limp Bizkit. Either way.
Whatever. He went to Lego. He went from G.I. Joe kung fu to full on Lego grip.
There you go. Yeah, I'll take that. Now the Friday game is going to be interesting. You got the Bears and you got the Eagles.
Ooh.
As much trash as you talked about the Bears last season, the Bears have said, how you like me now?
They're not doing bad this season. Caleb Williams still sucks, but
they say they're 7-3. We have surpassed your 5-game requirement that you thought that was one.
I was going to try and do it this year. Eat shit. Yeah, the Bears are doing good, but Caleb Williams still sucks. I hate that guy.
Now, the Eagles, how can I put this with the Eagles? I do believe this team has basically been on idle the whole time.
Right.
I think when they got it, because they won their championship. Saquon actually had the Russian title. Saquon made a difference. We finally got that monkey off our back. And I think with that, they haven't really had a chance. I want to say they haven't had a chance. I don't really think that they're looking at the offense the way it needs to be done. And on top of that, your offensive coordinator is now the head coach of New Orleans, Kellen Moore.
Oh, he actually got a head coaching job. Damn.
Yeah, he's been a coach. He's been a head coach at New Orleans.
Oh,
yeah.
Being an OC. Jesus Christ.
Bet you he misses back. He's missing Philadelphia now.
Right.
But as this far this season, I'm kind of wondering why they haven't had a chance to really balance the attack. Because you have far too many, you have enough weapons to where you should be able to balance this attack for a few more years.
Right.
And on top of that, you picked up Tank Bigsby. So it's not like to where you don't have any backup for Saquon Barkley to give him rest.
Saquon don't want no rest. Like Saquon going to run himself into the ground. That's the way running backs are. Like, they don't want to come off the field.
I get it. I've never been a running back, but I get it. And for the simple fact that you want to run the show. If it's up to me, yeah, give me the ball every change. I'm gonna run through this mud like it's like a bat through hell. Understandable.
Right. It was great when you love album.
Yeah, understandable. But I do feel as though with this team, they need to get it together. Because, like I said, it just seems like the offense is coasting. Granted, they've only lost 2 games. But it's kind of like, when are y'all going to hit the switch?
Like, they won one. Like, the Eagles have had really, really good seasons. Like, are the Eagles starting to try to turn into the Chiefs of, like, because the Chiefs at this point, like, they're just kind of rolling the helmet out there going, we're going to win this game, and then they don't, right? Are the Eagles getting to that point?
That's what I'm wondering. Now, again, like I said, the biggest thing that I can really state on it is that, okay, yeah, you have a new coordinator. So with a new coordinator, you need time to and I'll probably say, okay, yeah, I'll give you maybe 2 or 3 months. By that time, you should be able to find an actual rhythm with your players to know how to make everybody happy, how to get everybody scoring, and how to be a threat. You have a mobile quarterback in Jalen Hurts. You have a dual threat quarterback in Jalen Hurts. You have top-notch tight end in Dallas Goedert. You have quality receivers in A.J. Brown, Jahan Dotson. You have 3 first-round wide receivers. Jahan Dotson, remember, first-round pick out of Penn State. A.J. Brown, first-round pick out of Ole Miss. Devontae Smith, first-round pick from Alabama. Come on now, it's like you got a 5-headed scorpion that you can 5-headed dragon. You can just basically, hey, deal with this.
Right. But again, if they with those names and that talent, they're rolling the helmet out there going, we're going to beat y'all. And for the most part, they have. But again, if they're sleepwalking this far into the season, like if they actually do pick it up, the rest of the NFL is screwed.
Well, that's when you want it, because if you're sleepwalking now, when do you actually wake up when you get slapped in the mouth? Playoffs?
Right. By then it might be too late.
Exactly. Because right now they play the Bears. I think this week they play Dallas. They play Dallas this week. They play the Bears next week. And week 14, they play. I think that's how they play us, unfortunately.
Nah.
No, they play the Chargers. So I will probably say on that, it's one of those. When do you want to hit the switch? And fantasy-wise, are you going to hit the switch before playoff time for us?
Well, AJ already told you to get rid of him.
Say what?
AJ Brown already told you to get rid of him.
No, he said he wanted to stay. Well, he said fantasy-wise.
Fantasy-wise, get rid of him. If you want,
I tried. I literally put him on the market. Nobody wanted him.
Hell no, because he wanted to be gone. Like, if you getting rid of him, why is somebody else gonna pick him up?
Because you had an extra spot.
Yeah, but he did. If he said get rid of me, why would I want him on my team?
Because he made one of them times he need to get his bonus.
He do.
Yeah. So he's saying it won't be, but he got to make that certain play to get that bonus, and you got to be there for it, right?
Right, and it's going to be in the playoffs. It ain't going to be in the regular season.
No. You got to know before you get that, you got to have regular season stats. Regular season stats does not fall into the playoffs.
Just saying. You already said get rid of them, so
I tried. I tried to get Brees Hall out of them.
They need to fix their internal shit so that the external shit can just handle itself.
So that'll be with the coordinator. Once the coordinator actually gives AJ Brown, it's like, look, we're gonna give you the ball. When you want it, just give us the middle finger, and then we right there, we're gonna throw it to you.
I mean, it probably will be the next few weeks just because they're bitching and moaning. They're gonna give him the ball just to shut his ass up.
Now, since we got to all deal with all that, now next question I do have is dealing with fantasy playoffs. We kind of put up already. So, who do you feel you can count in the playoffs?
Count on
right now, count on because playoffs start. I'll give you the standings so far with us for our playoff stats on both leagues.
Okay.
So here is the standings for the one league right here. That's the first string.
First string. Oh, I'm out. I know that.
So, and then we also have where is it?
I'm like 3-5, 3-6, something like that in that league.
Yeah, you're on the outside looking in just a little bit.
Oh, I'm bad, dude. Like again, I haven't even seen it was an auto draft. I haven't even seen who is on my team. I have no earthly idea.
And here's the stats. Here's the actual playoff format for the actual fantasy league. So yes, you are right now. You are in third.
Yeah, but the fried chicken and they kicking ass, taking names.
So, like I said, playoffs start week 15 for us. We do 15, 16, 17.
Right.
So, like I said, people still have, if you're in our leagues, you still have a chance to actually get in it. So, like I said, with that time frame, that's usually when a lot of the teams are trying to make their last push, either for playoff spots, division leads, and overall, and I guess overall playoff standings. So, fantasy wise, who are you counting on that you feel as though will actually, help you make that run? Right now, a lot of people are looking at Josh Allen. They're saying because of the way he got spanked in against Tennessee. I mean, not Tennessee, Texas. Is he somebody that, you can count on fantasy when the fantasy playoffs hit?
Yes, because they're going to make that end of the season push. Buffalo, at least, with Josh Allen, yes, you're going to keep him as your starter regardless. Like, that dude is one in a million, like top 5 in the NFL, plain and simple. Right? He had an off game. That's what happens. But it was also because Texans defense is that
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I watched that game. I thought, look, that like bounty game. Somebody they made bets on the side, like, yo.
Josh said something about all day mamas. That's all that was.
I thought somebody had bets like, look, I bet you won't get no like $100 for each sack.
Oh, they got 8 of them. 8 of them. They were back there killing him.
Somebody got paid.
But no, Josh Allen is an elite quarterback. So yes, you keep a hold of him. Another one's Justin Herbert. He's been doing his thing on the back end mostly during the season. The ones you got to look out for are the kickers. Because again, you're getting down to that point where teams are just trying to get their W's to pad the standings and get them higher in the seeding. Right? Trying to get those home playoff games. Kickers are your biggest.
I'm looking at the wide receivers and running backs because I mean the older ones, because the reason for that is because now I got to get that bonus.
Right,
I got to reach that 1,000-yard bonus. So right now, I've seen like I think right now, let me see who has the highest in yards. Because right now, like I say, I'll probably say look for the players that are seasoned and are close to 1,000 yards. Yeah, they gonna want that money.
Right? They try and get that extra paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably say you look at players like David Etienne, he's at 900. Rico Dotto's at 833. Javonte Williams at 809. These are just the running backs. Derrick Henry, 807. Bijan Robinson, 783. Yeah. These are the teams I look at. Okay, they're trying to get that 1,000-yard bonus. Receiving wise, well, Jack Smith already got it, but look at Pickens, Jamar Chase, your boy, Puka Nacua.
I got him all the way down in flex right now, guys.
But yeah, I can see a lot of these players to where, especially when they're close to trying with the last few weeks going on, trying to get those 1,000 yards. Only person that's already hit it is Jackson Smith and Jigba. That's it. He's at 1146.
That boy doing his damn thing. Oh.
So now, before we go, let's go on with who we got. So, thanks to NFL Network, they were able to provide me with the actual fantasy gold. These were the people that asked last week for week 11. If you had this, you was piped.
Ooh.
Yeah, Jared Allen got you 42.68. Christian McCaffrey got you 35.1. Sean Tucker got you 34. Michael Wilson got you 33.5. Tator McMillan got you 33. Trey McBride got you 27.5. Travion Henderson get you 32.3.
Uh-huh.
Let's got you 18. And the kicker here, Steelers defense got you 21.
Again, like, where are these scores in our league? Like, I might have had a chance if these were the scores. No, because my team still sucked. But
no. Yeah, if you think your team sucked, take a look at this squad.
Right.
So this is the imperfect lineup. Justin Herbert got you 3.34. Nick Chubb got you 1.7.
Yeah. Well,
I had Kalani Vidal. Only reason he got 3.2 is because they took him out because of his hamstring. Quentin Johnson didn't get you anything. Khalil Shakir got you 0.07.
Look, what is it? Herbert and Shakir were both in my starting lineup last week. So, yeah, guy, I understand the pain.
Dude, it's the whole from what you're seeing here. This is the whole lineup. It's the whole Justin Herbert, Kamani Vidal, Quentin Johnston. Even the Chargers defense made it on here. If you had anything from the Chargers,
shut up. I think I had all three of them. I had Herbert, Shakir, and the Chargers defense going last week.
Woo!
The Chargers defense got me -1 in ours. It was awful.
Now I put your matchup on here, and I put up mine. Here's where the matchups ended. You had 94. I had 125.
That's all. I was so bad.
The OG had
this week.
Huh?
You do it this week. You didn't do it the last week when I played you.
But I gave you your time to shine. So don't even try to make it like, oh, you ain't do it. I gave you your time to shine and gloat and everything else. So don't make it like you didn't get any pleasure out of actually like saying, hey, gotcha, bitch. No, you got it.
Oh, no, I did. I felt really good about it.
Exactly. So I gave you your moment to shine. Now, here the actual standings so far as well.
Oh, I'm dying.
So you are a game behind Craig.
Okay. Right, I know.
Yeah, you're a game behind. And I'm thinking right there behind you. On the fantasy league, on that fantasy league. Well, I'm sorry, first string league. Sorry, I'll put that.
Oh, I'm bad on that one.
So on that one, it's a tie between Sip and Eli, Mr. Notorious. So
That's pretty good too. Sid can't touch her lineup. Like she was able to do her draft, but I think she was able to do her draft, but she ain't been able to mess with the lineup either. So
yeah.
getting the 92, she done pretty good.
Man, y'all look. I think she found a. I think she found a computer at the office or something. Because I look,
Right.
Because she only lost what? She only lost 2 games.
Right. But I think she played me last week, so that was an instant
So
W.
that was a Taco Bye week 4.
Probably.
All right. So before we go, we gotta throw who we got. So, which player do you feel as though you need to start this week? Who's the top player that you feel as though they need that people should start or look at getting for fantasy football for this week?
I would honestly go with Baker Mayfield and Emeka Buka. Honestly, just for this week, if you can get a hold of them or if you got them, start them. Because they are going to do some big things down there.
Fair you. Let me see. Me, for some reason, I'm stuck with that Kansas City Indianapolis game.
Oh, JTT is where it's at.
It's not even that. Indiana Jones versus Patrick Earnhardt. Seriously. Yes, I call you because tell me he don't sound like Dale Earnhardt Jr. when he talks.
Oh God.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard him talk, I was like, they was like, yeah, we're gonna talk to Patrick Mahomes, and then when I heard something I'm like, I thought he was gonna talk to Mahomes. Why is Earnhardt on here? And I turned around, it was Mahomes. I'm like, dude, sound like Dale Earnhardt. Now it's funny when you watch quarterbacks. I don't know if Dale Jr. cuss like that, but dang, he put some bass in his voice.
I'm pretty sure. I got some foul language in him. You talking about a good old country boy?
Oh, dude, like I said, if you ever get a chance to watch receivers the first season, oh yeah, Patrick will bring a tear to your eye. He was like, man, I thought you sound like me out there getting on.
They don't want to do their job. You need to let them know.
But yeah, honestly, I'll probably say I'm a go. That's the matchup I'm looking at. Game wise, I think that's going to be the most high scoring game.
That's one I would do want to tune into real bad is the Chiefs Colts game. That one does look like it's going to be really, really good.
It's like that's the one it's the go to. I'm looking at. Let's see this. Maybe looking this week. So, now I would say QB wise, I'm looking at Drake.
Okay,
playing the Bengals. I think Drake is going to have another one of those good games, especially with the Bengals defense. To where I don't know, like I said, this one might be another shootout as well because you might be short staffed, but I think that ain't gonna stop Flacco.
Okay. You think 2 is worth it? Just having on the team, like if you need, it's one of them. Like most teams are done with buys by this point. Is Tua worth having on the team? I understand, like if you win a 2 QB league, he's probably starting, but he's probably a QB 2. Most leagues, though, if you got just a 1 quarterback league, is he worth having on your bench just in case you need somebody?
Depends on, like I said, depends on who you have as quarterback. The reason I say that because again, you also have these players that are now building their stats because they got to make their money. They got to get their bonuses. So, like I said, that's why you look out. I would definitely say start looking at some of the players that are close to the 1,000 yards because they're going to want to play all those games because right now they know the season is getting close and they want to make that money. They want to get that bonus.
Right?
Um,
Who are the backups you would try to be picking up? Because you do know that once it gets to like, especially in our league, like we're 15, 16, and 17. Like we get toward the end of the season of the regular season for our playoffs going through, and there are going to be teams sitting starters at
Now I will
that
say
point.
this. I will say this. Depending on how Indiana does these last 3 games, when it comes our season usually ends week, what's it, 15, 17.
Right.
So I'll probably say championship week. Look to see, like I said, with Daniel Jones, if you have Daniel Jones week 17, it depends on how they are. If they lost a few games and they're still trying to fight to get back in the division, week 17, he's starting. I would definitely see him back up. But if they pretty much got it wrapped up, and even if they lose a game, it won't affect their actual their standings after week 16. Definitely look to get it back up. I would definitely say at least have a dependable backup, maybe a Kirk Cousins. Like I said, definitely a Kirk Cousins.
Look, at this point, I might pick up Tyrod.
I wouldn't knock that. It would either Tyrod or Fields, because we don't know how many. The reason I say Fields is because we don't know how long he's going to be benched.
Right.
Because Tyrod has been known to kind of fumble the ball a few times or fumble up a few times.
Hey, they what is it? The Giants still rolling out Winston out over there. Got Mr. Unlimited just holding a tablet.
Well, I think with that, because Winston, call it what you want, but Jameis Winston does bring energy.
Oh, yes.
I'm not gonna lie, he brings energy. Now, it cracked me up when and to this day, every time I tell people about it, I'm like, and it's funny because me and Sterling was talking, I'm like, dude, when he did that interview, I was done. That one before he did the Steelers, I was like, dude, what were you thinking? He was like, the Lord is my shepherd, he's prepared me for battle. So how are you okay? So how are you feeling about with the elements? It's such a beautiful day. I'm like, dude, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Go your room.
Well, he prayed to God that he wouldn't throw as many interceptions.
Oh, man. That's all I got to say on that one. That was just one of those, I'm like, oh, my God. No, do not interview him ever again.
You can put the mic in front of his face, dude. That is gold.
I was like, do not interview him ever again. No. Oh. But we did catch everything. We did cover everything we got going on today. Ladies and gentlemen, in case we don't get to tell you, have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family. My family's here in town, so I'm blessed to actually have them here and enjoy Thanksgiving. Yes, Mom and Teresa are here.
Good.
And
Mom.
Just like I said,
you got words?
Wise, don't forget to like and subscribe us. Again, if you have any questions regarding your fantasy football issues, definitely hit us up. Let us know what's going down. I know we probably didn't seem like we was talking about much, but we definitely try to get you more information we can give you towards the actual season, so you know what to look for, what not to look for, and we just like having fun talking to y'all about it. So, other than that, ladies and gentlemen, y'all enjoy your Thanksgiving. Eat as much turkey as you can. I need to put my order in turkey because I'm going to deep fry that mug.
Enjoy celebrating the day we stole the country from the Indians.
Sure. Call it what you want. It's still a chance for us to eat and enjoy ourselves. Other than that, take it easy. Peace.